What happens when family celebration collides with personal scandal? When the warmth of balloons, laughter, and cake is pierced by the sharp edges of unresolved tension. On this day, Kylie Jenner didn't just throw her sister Khloé a birthday party. She staged a fragile moment of unity in the shadow of Tristan Thompson's Coparenting drama. Cameras rolled, whispers filled the air, and every smile carried the weight of an untold story. It wasn't just a party. It was a stage where love, loyalty, and betrayal all danced together under the same glittering lights. The celebration began with Kylie Jenner's unmistakable touch, lavish decor, a carefully curated guest list, and an atmosphere dripping with luxury. Khloé walked into the room, greeted by pink and gold balloons, a towering cake, and tables lined with flowers. Guests clapped, champagne glasses sparkled in the soft glow, and for a moment the scene looked like pure harmony. But as the narrator standing amidst the laughter, I couldn't help but notice the tension humming in the background. Tristan's name was not spoken aloud, yet it hovered like smoke in the air, unseen, unmissable, impossible to ignore. The sisters tried to keep the focus on Khloé. Kylie, smiling in her effortless way, raised a toast that was both heartfelt and protective. To my sister, who deserves the world, happiness, and love without limits. Her words were chosen carefully, landing softly but with an undertone that everyone understood. The room applauded, but the silence between the claps was louder. Tristan Thompson's absence was a presence of its own. His co-parenting drama with Khloé had dominated headlines, and though he wasn't here physically, his shadow stretched across every table. I walked past small clusters of guests whispering. Some speculated whether Tristan would show up late, others wondered if he dared to text Khloé during the celebration. Every eye flickered toward her phone, waiting for a vibration that might ignite a new storm. Khloé, however, stood tall in a shimmering dress, her laughter bright and her smile unwavering. Yet beneath the surface, her strength felt like armor. She wasn't simply celebrating another year of life. She was navigating the battlefield of motherhood, public scrutiny, and fractured love. Kylie knew this. That's why this birthday wasn't just about cake and candles. It was a shield, a sanctuary. She filled the room with allies, with friends and family who would insulate Khloé from the noise of Tristan's co-parenting drama. Yet drama has a way of slipping through cracks, and tonight it did, quietly but undeniably. At one corner, I overheard hushed voices debating whether Tristan had truly changed. Had his public apologies meant anything? Was his presence in Khloé's daughter's life a genuine attempt at responsibility, or another performance for the cameras? Each opinion added another layer to the invisible tension weaving its way through the party. The camera lingered on Khloé as she blew out her candles. People cheered, Kylie clapped loudly, and the moment was captured for the world to see. But in that flicker of flame extinguished by a single breath, I couldn't help but think of the wishes unspoken. Did she wish for freedom from Tristan's chaos, for peace in co-parenting, for happiness untainted by betrayal? The night wore on, and Kylie's role as host became more pronounced. She maneuvered like a conductor, ensuring Khloé was always surrounded by laughter, never left alone long enough for silence to expose the cracks. Drinks flowed, music pulsed, and yet I could see Khloé's occasional distant gaze, moments when her mind wandered beyond the party walls, perhaps toward Tristan, toward the future of co-parenting that seemed less like a partnership and more like a tug-of-war. Tristan's drama wasn't on the guest list, but it arrived anyway, in the form of social media alerts, in text messages exchanged behind dimly lit screens, in the glances that darted toward Khloé's phone with every ping. Someone whispered that he had sent flowers earlier, an olive branch too fragile to erase the past. but whether those flowers ever reached her table remained a question unanswered. As the narrator, I stepped outside into the cool air for a moment of distance. From the outside, the party glowed like a beacon of love, Kylie Jenner throwing her sister Khloé a grand celebration. Yet from within, it was clear that the night was as much about protection as it was about joy. Protecting Khloé from Tristan's coparenting drama, protecting the narrative that their family stood unshaken, even when storms threatened to tear it apart. Back inside, Khloé danced with Kylie, her laughter ringing out, genuine in its brightness but tempered by the weight it carried. The crowd cheered, phones rose to capture the moment, and for those few seconds the party truly was what it appeared to be. Sisters united, joy reclaimed. But I knew, as did everyone watching closely, that beneath the glitter and music, there was an unresolved story waiting just beyond the door. As the night drew to a close, Kylie hugged Khloé tightly, whispering something only sisters could share. Their bond, unbreakable in the face of scandal, was the true centerpiece of the night. Tristan's absence, his drama, his tangled co-parenting battles, all of it faded for a brief moment into the background. What remained was Kylie's determination, to remind Khloé that no matter what storms raged outside, she would never face them alone. And so the party ended, not with Tristan's arrival, not with confrontation, but with the quiet resilience of a sisterhood stronger than scandal. Yet as guests drifted into the night, the questions lingered. Could Khloé truly find peace while Tristan's co-parenting drama loomed? Would the joy Kylie built tonight last beyond the candles and cake? Or was this celebration only a fragile pause before the next wave of headlines crashed? The answers remained unwritten, suspended in the air like the fatting scent of champagne and roses. But one truth was undeniable. On this night, Kylie Jenner threw Khloé a birthday party that was more than a celebration. It was a declaration. A declaration of loyalty, of protection, and of love standing firm against the relentless storm of Tristan's co-parenting drama.